Welcome to Pause. Thank you for joining us today. I want to read from a verse that I read regularly usually to families when we're in funerals. And it says this, Revelation 21 verses 3 and 4. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, now the dwelling of God is with men, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. They're beautiful verses of hope, a hope of the reality of what is to come, of the reality of God dwelling with his people for eternity. That actually there will be a point where Jesus returns to earth, draws his people to him, and we will not be in death. We will not mourn loss. We will not be in pain because he is with us. It's an amazing verse of hope to hold on to know that actually there is this ultimate healing at the end. But I think even in those verses, when it talks about there'll be no death or mourning, there is the understanding that in this current time, as we wait for that there will be death and mourning and crying and pain. These last 18-24 months have been hard for everybody. I don't know about you, but if you may be sitting there at home now and you are automatically thinking about the loss of a loved one, a friend, a colleague at work, that for some reason the touch of death is affecting you. It's grief is getting hold of you. And it's in you, and that in a way is right, because these verses recognize there will be mourning. Mourning is not something that Christians are immune to. No one on earth is immune to the pain of loss. And the Bible is so full of stories of how we are to allow God to walk with us in the realities of what this life holds, that in the middle of this life there is that stuff that hurts. Now you may be here and you are hurting because you have lost someone. That you have, this grief is welling up inside of you and you do not know what to do with it. My encouragement to you is to talk to someone. See, in John, at Jesus' crucifixion, John, the Gospel of John, there is Jesus on the cross, and stood near Jesus stood his mother and his sister. This is in John chapter 19. Mary and his mother's sister, the wife Mary, the wife of Cleopas, and Mary Magdalene. And when Jesus saw his mother there, and the disciples whom he loved standing nearby, he said to his mother, "Dear woman, here is your son," and to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And an amazing picture of how even in his death, who was taking that ultimate death, knowing what it was achieving, he pointed to the people on earth to be there for one another. John, look, here's your mother. Mother, here's your son. That actually they are to be there for one another. I don't know if you have anybody who you've been talking to about your grief. I don't know whether you've had anybody there who's sharing that pain with you. Maybe this is years down the line for you and you still haven't come to terms or work through bereavement. I want to encourage you to come to the bereavement journey. It's a course that just helps people like you and me to talk about the grief that we're going through. And if you're sitting there going, Neil, I don't know loss, but I guarantee you probably know someone who is wrestling with grief, with bereavement. I recommend you to either come on this course or recommend you to encourage other people to come on this course. The details are there. Please do click on that. That will show you a video of the course. And please do, if you need to, sign up to it. Come onto the church, go onto the church website. You'll be able to sign up to the course there. But please don't let bereavement, the process of grief, overwhelm you. Come and allow other people to help you, to talk it through with you, and see where that goes.